Hi friends, in this video I am going to explain how to create the doors in the architectural floor plan. Already explained how to create the walls and how to create the windows. You can observe on the screen, this is the walls. I constructed lines and I am created as one of the layer called one of the group, and I created the construction lines for windows also. You can observe, for example, I will hide this selection. You can observe these are the windows and show the selection. These are the walls. These two tutorials are available in my channel. You can also check out in my playlist, and the basics of the FreeCAD, how to use the interface, also explain my some of the tutorials in my series. You can observe these are the walls and the windows is created. Now we are going to create the doors, and let's get started. After that, you can observe the walls and the windows. I will create the group at the last. First I want to explain with the door. For example, I want to create the door in this wall. For example, I am taking a line over here. You can observe the line and create the line, first point and the second point. Then after I am offset the distance to somewhat to 2 meter 100 offset, and going to the copy by using the P and click on 2 meter 100 and enter on 2 meter 100 mm. It is created. You can observe I want to trim these two lines. How to trim this? And go into the trim. You can observe this is the trim. I want to select this line and select this line, and then if not created, go on to this and click on escape and go on to the trim option again. See, the line is that thing. And go on to this line. First select the line onto the vertical line, and again select the trim option and select the trim and select first line and select the trim. You can see the distance is removing, and click on this object. Simply you can remove by using the trim command by using this, but the axis of direction is required for to trim. If the direction is not correct, it not trim correctly. You can observe the wall is somewhat trimmed. It is some of the way is created. In this way I want to create the door of 2 meter of double door. I will show you. First I want to give the one of the line and go on to the shift key by freeze the x-axis and go on to the dimension of I'm giving of 50 minus of 50. You can observe after giving the minus of 50, I want to give the again 50 mm on the above, and again on the right side on the horizontal line I'm creating this. I want to mirror this object. Again I want to mirror by selecting the all of the lines. Here you can observe the line 57, 58 and 59 is created. You can observe that I want to mirror the object onto the bottom, and how by using the mirror and select the first point and the second point and simply click on enter. I want to delete this line. See, the model is created. Again I want to create the one of the center line here for to mirror the on the other side also. If you does not require, you can also give the object, then after you will give the mirror. By reference I am giving this line. You can observe by using I will also show you. This is called as reference line, and I want to draw a style to dash it. This is the reference, and some of the block is created here. You can observe I want to develop the door here. For example, after giving the 50 how much the door is there, give the door. This is the door line. You can observe on the screen, and then after click on the line and give the door size to minus of 1 meter. The line is created. Observe we want to change this color to recognize this. You can also change by using the line color option and selecting on the, you can observe it is the white is visible, and go into the arc and select the first point of the center. You can observe I want here the arc is required. I want to end this to this arc and simply draw the arc to end this option. See, simply the arc is created. I want to delete these hidden lines, and you can observe the door is created, and you can observe I want to mirror the same onto the right side. How to give? For example, like this you can create the door. Here I am going to give the, for example, here I want the arc here. For example, I will show that also. I want to move this line to this option by using the move option and select the endpoint and move on to the block. After moving the block, delete this line. Again, I want to draw a arc on this side, same what I done before, like this. I will show you. First select the endpoint and the first point and the second point again, and with this last endpoint. Then you created the arc. I want to give it as hidden to the object, hidden line. Want to change the color, you can change the color later. First I'm giving the dashed dotted here. You can observe dotted is created. I want to delete this, you can also delete. First select the all of the object what you created on the other before, and select the all of the lines and go on to the mirror option here and select the first point and the second point of the hidden line. Then you can create the, and then after delete the, don't require the hidden lines, you can delete. See, the double door is created. You want to delete this line, you can also delete this. Like this you can create the double door. If you want the single roll, you will simply copy this object. You can also rotate this object where you want. Here you can develop this. Again I will explain the single door and the different type of door also in this tutorial. And for example, I want in this bottom place I want to develop a different door. For simple, for example, I am creating the line here. You can observe I am creating the line again, some of the angle. For example, open the door, some of the distance is there. For example, door is opening like this, like the position. You can do same axis, you can give the door like this. For example, after the creating, you want to give a arc. This is called as door, and you go to the axis of how the door is exactly moving. Like this you can create the door. You want to increase the size by using the move option and select the point without using the copy, and select the endpoint of this and select the endpoint and simply drag this to this size. And you can also delete and again intersect the door position to this point. You want to change the hidden line, draw style to dotted. Like this also you can create the door. For example, I want to create the door on the other side of the wall also, because the same dimensions you can observe on the screen, the room size. So select the object and select the total object and select the mirror option here and select the point anywhere you want. Give the first point and second point. Again you can move the object, not an issue. You can observe you can move by using the move key without using the copy. If you use the copy, the object will copy to the another one. You can observe like this you can create the door, or here the door position you can create here also. Like this you can create the door. For demonstration purpose I am giving this door. This is the double door. This is called a single door of the different type of door I created. And you can observe the here I want to give the single door. How to copy this and how to give the door I will show you. And go on to the line and give the line and go on to the object here. For example, door I want to create the door on the end of this wall, somewhat distance, and go on to the line and select the endpoint, move the object without using the, and select the object and select the move option. Here I want to copy this door here, the single door. Simply copy this by using the move option, selecting the block also. After copy, go on to the move object and give the copy by using the P shortcut. Again I'm selecting, you can observe, and go into the move and the copy and select the object, copy this here. You want to draw the line, you can also draw the line here, and you want to copy this object and move the object where the door you want. I'm copying the object, select the objects, all the objects of the lines and the arcs. After completing the selecting the object, click on the move option without using the copy and select the point, center point. Here what the center point is highlighting here, select the line, it is copied. Want to delete, you can also delete by using the delete key by selecting the objects. Then after you want to mirror the object, for example you want this block on the other side also, simply copy this and click on the move, click on the copy and give the block at this point is required. Simply drop here. I want to delete this line, you can also delete this line, and again draw the line for to join the two lines. See, like this you can create. You want to trim these lines, you can also trim by using this, because see the line is not ended. By using the trim, you want these lines here, these lines are there. Next I want to go to trim option and select the line and select this line. Again go into the trim. If the axis is not clear, the trimming is not done, give it not an issue. Go into the option here. You want to trim the other side, you can trim as your own. I am keep it as like this only, and you can observe the I am going to mirror the lines, same line to the other. What I want to do, again I am select the all of the objects here, and I want to select here, object is selected, and go into the mirror option here and click on first point and the second point. See the same rule she created. Like this you can create the different types of doors. You can also trim this here. What I done before, after the trimming you done the doors. Before in this place without trimming I am done this before, then only somewhat trimming is happen. If you going to trim, first create the way here, then after copy these objects. Then this is the difference between the before the trim and the after trim. The after trim somewhat difficult to trim this. You can observe these lines are there. You can also trim the object, not an issue, but if you on the process in the way, in the same process, you can get the better output within the less time. This is the doors I created. You can observe this is the doors we created in the windows. I want to move the all of the what I created the construction lines here. I want to move this all to the another group called as create group, and after creating the group I'm changing to this is called as doors. Click on enter. After creating the doors I want to select the all of the construction lines on the screen. You can observe, simply first sorting this and simply drag and drop onto the left mouse key and simply select the multiple lines by using the control and by using the left click give it to doors, and this somewhat is there. You can observe the doors is created. You want to hide the selection, want to show the selection, go on to this. You can also hide by using the hide selection tool and the show selection. Observe, I will show the all selecting of the mirror lines and go on to the hide selection. You can show some of the lines are hidden. Like this you can hide the lines what does not require, and the show selection again. All the dots are cleared. It is somewhat distracted. Move this line to here using the control Z. Done this, I can observe the this. You want to change the color in this doors is blue color. You can also increase the size like thickness also, already explained my previous. I will in this I want to change the only color. You can observe I'm changing the color of this. You can also select the multiple lines here also by using the control key. There's so many construction lines are there, then only I'm doing this here. You can observe after selecting I want to change the color to somewhat red color here, this, and click on OK. You can observe it is good. You want to increase the thickness. For example, you want to increase the door thickness. I want to increase this thickness to the line width of. You can observe the line width. I increasing the line width to 12. 12 is not good. You can observe I'm selecting this. I want to increase the line width to 6. It is okay. And then after I want to select the all of the blocks to red, selecting the all of the lines. After selecting the lines here also I want to select. After selecting the lines I want to go to the line color to red and click on OK and select these also. You can also use the multiple times in the selection. After the selection I want to go to the red and click on OK. I want to change this color to somewhat different color. These dots are I want the different color, and go into this. I want to change it to somewhat yellow and click on OK. Like this you can create the door section. Here also you can increase the thickness value by selecting line width to, for example, give 4 thickness, and here also give the thickness value to 4. Here also I'm selecting the door object and click on line color and line width to 4. Like this you can create the doors. In different ways you can create the doors. This is the one of the basic tutorial I explained in FreeCAD. What we created before, you want to give the walls to hide selection, give the hide selection. can observe all the lines and the doors here. You want to create the walls, show selection. Like this, it is same as work like a layers or the AutoCAD works, other software works. It is different. It is called as label and attributes. If it is not available, go on to the view and go into the panels and click on the combo view. It will disappear, and again on this by using on the view tool here. This is the creation of doors and the windows and the walls is completed. Next I want to create the furniture inside, kitchen furniture and the living hall, and in the bathrooms you can observe, and the living bedrooms are there, 2 bedrooms. How to create the furniture in my next tutorial. Here you can observe these are the lines are not trimmed, and it is leave it as like that only, it is not good. You can observe before trimming we create this object, without trimming also you can create. I will show you. And first delete all of the lines because the trimming is somewhat not possible. These lines are not required. Remove this, all the lines what you created the walls. You can observe like this. You can create by using the line option. Already the intersection point of the end point is there. Select the first point and end point simply, and select the first point by using the line, and select the end point here to trim the lines. You can observe, I want to go the line here and give the line like this, and first point and the second point where you want, for example you want here, you can give the line. And for example I want to delete this line, and example create the line like this to intersect. Somewhat more line required, extend this like this, and again draw the line from the object to here, and here already here the points are there, already we have trimmed in the previous what we created for the walls. And you can observe the like this, you can without the trimming is not achieved. You can also delete the all lines, you can also construct the line. This is also simple because the midpoints all are highlighting here. You can observe on the screen by using these snap settings on the AutoCAD. These are the settings in FreeCAD. You can observe the midpoint and the all, the intersection points will highlight. Then intersection point is not highlighted on these properties. You can observe these are all of the preferences you can observe on the screen. This is open, and that's it.